What is going on, guys? Scotty Sparks here, bringing you my team builder for our week 2 battle of the season 3 Pokemon Draft League. On the right there you can see my team on the left, his is on the right in the top sticky notes. So we didn't start the way we wanted to. No, I mean, it's for fun. We lost, it was a good game. But now we have 2 games this week. This is going to be the first team builder I'm recording, so I play Dan and I play Liam. This team is going to be versus Liam. He's returning from Season 2 as the Bravest Bird, as is Dan, returning as the Burlington Beedrill. Is it? Whatever. I don't know if there's an S to that, but... So I decided, since Dan's my roommate, I'm going to build Liam's team first so that he can't see me build his team. I'll do it some night, whatever. But without further ado, looking at Liam's team, very threatening. Tornadus Therian has Rain Dance, I believe, because Tornadus has Rain Dance. Manectric can absorb some of my electric hits from my Thunderous Therian, so Manectric could be a possible bring. Lycanroc could be. He has that, and Swampert as a Rock Setter and Registeel. I'm debating. I think since I have Mega Latios, Registeel might be better than Lycanroc. I don't know why I'd bring Lycanroc this match, so I didn't really worry about it too much. My team can still handle it, don't worry. But it's not something on my top priority for team building. We got Tornadus Therian, which could be there with the rain, taking hits. Manectric to be absorbing my electric, like I said. Probably Scarf User if he does bring it. Maybe Specs, I don't know. But I also have Volt Absorb, so it'd be interesting that we can't hit each other with electric moves. Hydreigon, it's possible. I mean, it'd have to be Scarfed if it wants to deal with my Mega Latios, but Mega Latios can't really touch it. If he's Scarfed, I'll find that out, and he'll probably kill my Latios, but if not, I don't know, I feel like I have the upper edge against it too. We got Arcanine, a bit troublesome for the team I wanted to build this week. Very bulky, I used it Season 1. It was like the backbone of my team for the second half. Kingdra, he has a Rain team. Kingdra is deadly, fastest Rain Sweeper he has. He also has Mega Swampert, and he also has Poliwrath. All three hit around the same speed tier. Maybe I see him dropping Poliwrath in the future, but I don't see him bringing all 3 of these to the same match. He may bring 2, he may bring 1, he may bring all 3, but most likely I'll see 2 of them if he brings Pelipper. Kingdra and Swampert are the 2 big ones. I don't really worry about Poliwrath too much. I'll show you why later, but Pelipper is something. Keeping Pelipper alive means he gets Rain. So I kind of built a couple things on my team to try to either knock off his Rain Stone, the Damp Rock, that boosts his Rain turns, hit it really hard and kill it, or just stall out the Rain with stuff like Protect. So getting rid of Pelipper early is great. It probably will be his Defogger too. He doesn't seem to have a rapid... He has Fortress. So he'll have to bring Fortress or Pelipper against my team, just because the fact that I have so much hazard potential and that I'm not afraid to use hazards. I love hazards. Like, my team was kind of built to bring hazards. Not this one, but like the team I drafted. P2, very bulky, very annoying to deal with. That I have a funny way to deal with it, but I should be able to stall it out. Registeel, big steel type. If he doesn't bring it, then Mega Latios, and could have just like ran rampant in this match. Braviary, Tyrantrum, all these things are threats that Registeel can wall. Alolan Marowak can do well against it, but Registeel might have Earthquake just to deal with Alolan Marowak, or Toxic, or T-Wave, something like that. And Fortress sets up so many hazards. It was important I had some way to deal with hazard removal, some way to abuse the fact that he has Fortress, some way to block Rapid Spinning if he decides to do it, even though I don't actually have anything on my team to stack hazards. But without further ado, I'll tell you what my team actually is. So we got Thunderous T. This is what I built my team around. looking at his team, Phytinium Z Focus Blast deals with Hydreigon, and Thunderbolt Grass Knot deals with pretty much everything. Lycanroc's Frail. After I get an agility boost, I outspeed a Jolly or Timid Kingdra. So I outspeed his entire team after 1 agility, and the only thing that really walls my team, Arcanine, Manectric, P2, I guess, but he can't really do anything other than Toxic me if he decides to do that. So that's possible for sure. He could Ice Beam me, Analytic Ice Beam, not Analytic. Is it Analytic? It's the one that like when you hit last, you do more damage. And Fortress could wall me out. So if I can take care of some of these threats, so the 4 I mentioned, even Registeel kinda too. Like if I can get rid of that, it'd be nice. So the 3 at the bottom there, Arcanine and Manectric are the 5. Like once those 5 are gone, I get an agility off on something, or at least weakened. Like as long as they're weakened, it's still good. I just get an agility up and just kind of clean up from there. I might switch a move on Peanut just to give it spikes if I do choose to do that. But because just looking at it, if I get spikes up, it deals with those 5 that I mentioned, or even stealth. Like it's probably just spikes. But yeah, like that coverage, kind of self-explanatory. Like I said, my speed is to outspeed a modest or a timid Kingdra after in the rain after an agility. Rest just went in health, and since I didn't need too much speed, it allowed me to go modest, which it'll just clinch those OHKOs that I need, or 2-hit kills. And like modest on 145, look at that 427 base special attack. Man, that boy's hitting like a truck. We got Slash here, bringing back pretty much a similar set that I brought week 1. This thing just takes hits. It just eats stuff. But he has Arcanine, and the odds are his Arcanine will be physical. Like if he's not physically offensive, then he won't have Wild Charge. So I can deal with a specially offensive Arcanine. And with this set, I can take Wild Charges a bit better. But the main reason I have this guy on the team is, well, Rain Dish leftovers heal a lot back from the Rain Dish. But Mega Swampert can't really touch me. Earthquake, Waterfall, Ice Punch, and I can protect and stall out the rain. And if somehow Poliwrath does get a belly drum off, I sack something, keep this full health, and I roar that boy out of there. Or if I'm Bully, go for the Scald Burn. But I can also I have to keep that full health because I haven't done any calcs to see what a Poliwrath can do to my Blastoise. But I'm pretty sure I can live a hit. Not gonna don't quote me on that. But I feel like I can live. I live one. Blastoise is bulky. Protect is that's where I roar, and refresh is. I'm gonna get so much health recovery from the combination of Rain Dish leftovers. I don't want Toxic to be the reason I get worn down. Will-O-Wisp from Arcanine, stuff like that. Or even T-Waves. Like I don't want to be in that situation. So I figured that would be a good coverage move. Or just a good move for, it's not a coverage move, but it's just a good move for Blastoise. I might switch it out because Aurora does never mind. This goes into Aurora, its last move. I had Healing Wish on it, not Healing Wish, Heal Bell, but I took off Rapid Spin off Blastoise so Liana could have Defog, and that allowed me to put Refresh on Blastoise, which meant I didn't need the Cleric from Sylveon, and you'll see later why it's not important that I have a heal Bell, and that Refresh is just good enough when I get to Latios. But so his team's centered around Rain, which means I needed a physical Rain check and a special Rain check. Like I did not want to get swept by Rain, and this also takes on Hydreigon. It can take on Tornadus T, I guess, but And it takes on especially offensive Pokemon, but mainly Kingdra. This thing can live 2 hits from Kingdra. I believe I do like, if it's a Life Orb modest Kingdra, it does like enough. It does like 52 max, 45 to 52, I think. But I switch it in, get my leftovers, then protect, get more leftovers. He can't kill me, I wish, and then protect the next turn. And I'm at a point where the rain's gone. Throw off a Hyper Voice. Once the rain's gone, his Hydro Pumps do a lot less. He only has 8 of them, I think 8 or 16. But no, I think you get 10. No, I think you get 5 Hydro Pumps. But the fact of the matter is, this will just keep Kingdra at bay, because that thing is a threat. If it has very few weaknesses too, which is why Pixelate Hyper Voice will be very crucial. It does. I think I wanted to boost my special attack so that I could flat out OHKO it, but if I get a little bit of chip, like 10%, I guarantee OHKO it, which is nice. It's 90. I'd say it's 90 to 108, something like that. So like, there's still a roll not technically in my favor, but there's still a roll that I could OHKO it with a Hyper Voice. Fourth Pokemon, I really debated not bringing this and bringing Cobalion instead, but then I realized Registeel, P2, Fortress, Arcanine in a sense, and Manectric. All these have access to electric moves. All these have access to coverage that I resist, like Ice Beam on Porygon 2, Gyro Ball on Fortress, Earthquake Registeel gets, but I can take on Seismic Tosses, I can take on E-Speeds, Flare Blitzes, if he has Snarl, I guess, that, whatever, and Manectric, Electric Fire coverage. I should know, it was something I was very debatable on drafting, was either Thundurus T or Mega Manectric as my first pick, or third pick, I guess. And so this thing just it does its work. It does its job. It takes on those electric hits, boosts my special attack. That's very unnecessary. But this thing doesn't have a good matchup offensively. It doesn't. Shadow Bone can get walled by P2, but if I knock it off, Fire Punch does more. Will-O-Wisp on the Mega Swampert / Kingdra switch-ins that are obvious, or even the Pelipper switch-in, just getting that chip damage. And I do have Stealth Rocks. Oh, I'm an idiot. So I do have Stealth Rocks. So this will give me the chip to kill Kingdra 100% with an Hyper Voice from Sylveon. It gives chip on the 5 mons that resist Zeus, which is nice. And really, it's just a way to break Fortress, because without this Pokemon, I don't have an answer to Fortress, and I don't have a way to block its rapid spinning potential if he does. I was debating Defiant Braviary, but a Scarf Braviary, getting the attack boost won't matter when a Mega Swampert has double speed and Ice Punches your face. So, wasn't the best matchup, I found at least. Fifth Pokemon. This one, it's got so much bulk that I needed an answer to Arcanine. It's something that my team doesn't really handle well. And the Healing Wish potential means something crucial on my team, if I mess up, can come back. It can make Peanut come back, which is very important. What else can it do? It makes all my Pokemon come back. Dragon Pulse, I was going to go with Psychic, but Hydreigon there means Dragon Pulse is obviously the better play. Some special attack investment, because all I need is enough speed to outspeed base 100, which is Hydreigon. I actually was too lazy to figure out. Let me see what Hydreigon hits. I can't leave because I have other teams. Let's see Hydreigon. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I went here. Hydreigon, Choice Scarf hits 324, 252, 31 Timid, 324, which means I can go to 325. And this is important because this gives me an extra 12 for my special attack, which could be the difference between killing and not killing a Hydreigon or something else. He doesn't even have a fairy type though, now that I see. So I'm hitting everything with Dragon Pulse, which is nice. Registeel and Fortress, like I said, good switch-ins. I could have run HP Fire, but Fortress is bulky enough to take one, and if the rain's up, doesn't really matter if I do have it or not. I'm better off just going into his Aura High and throwing off some Will-O-Wisps and knockoffs, and then maybe some Fire Punches or Stealth Rocks here or there, depends on what I want to do. I can also, Fortress can't touch me, so I can literally just sit there and defog away everything he wants to bring in. And then my last Pokemon, I guess, defog Roost. I explained that, but Roost is because Arcanine can't touch me, really. So if it keeps hitting me, I'll just keep roosting off the damage. No big deal. Same with stuff like Fortress. I 1v1 Fortress and Registeel and all these they can't really touch me, which is nice. Final Pokemon. This is a little gimmicky, but the second Sean told me he was planning to draft Mega Swampert in Rain, I'm like, okay, what's going to be a gimmicky way to deal with this that he wouldn't suspect? Turns out he got sniped hard in the draft, so the Rain fell to Liam, and I figured, hey, why not? I was planning to draft it anyways, so Choice Scarf, Sticky Hold, a Selgor. 394 speed means that I outspeed Kingdra in the Rain. He can't knock off my Choice Scarf, so in no way will I not outspeed a Kingdra, unless he somehow goes Choice Scarf, Swift Swim Kingdra. And if he does that, I mean, good on him. Like, how do I predict a Choice Scarf, Swift Swim Kingdra? But Bug Buzz is just a stab move, gives me coverage, allows me to hit stuff somewhat hard. Hydreigon is something I want to hit. I can get Chip on Kingdra since it resists Giga Drain. I can get some damage on like P2, stuff like that. Giga Drain is meant for the Mega Swampert specifically. It hits Poliwrath too, and I guess it hits Kingdra, and Lycanroc. It hits some other stuff, but mainly it's a way to check Mega Swampert. Final Gambit, but like it's only if Swampert somehow gets out of hand, I throw off that Giga Drain. But Final Gambit is the real reason it's on the team. There's so many things on this team that have either 80 or below health, as you see by the square brackets beside a Selgor. It has 80 base health, and at max investment, I can hit stuff that's higher than base 80 health. So some of his faster sweepers that he's not going to invest in health, like if he doesn't invest Swampert in health, I think I OHKO it. Things like Pelipper, P2 is a big one. It has 85 base health, so I get a little bit of chip on that. Like, it doesn't matter how big your defenses are. If I just automatically do 364 damage to you, you die. And a Selgor is something that's fast, something that I'm sure a P2 is going to want a T-Wave or Toxic. So just like I drop this Final Gambit and bam, and U-turn. Like I might lead a Selgor, see what he wants to do, throw off a fast U-turn, see if he wants to switch, stuff like that. And then just get out there into one of my checks. It's definitely not a bad lead up, especially if he leads someone. He'll probably lead Pelipper, so I might lead Zeus and just throw off a strong attack. I don't really have a plan going into this this game, what I want to lead or not lead with, but things like getting Leona's Mega off early is something that's good. I might lead that because of it. I'm thinking just right now, even Marowak might be no, because he's got so much rain. I don't think leading Marowak's the right choice. I think Zeus is the right choice. Just he has so much rain. I throw off those strong hits, and like if he has Pelipper out and he's got Mega Swampert on his team, 100% I'm clicking. I think I'm clicking Agility on that. Do I? That might be too soon. I I don't want to just attack what's in front of me. I have a check to Mega Swampert, so I feel like throwing off the Thunderbolt would be the best play. Because yeah, there's hard switches into Swampert. I'll decide, but I'm leaning towards Zeus as my lead. Might be a bit of a team builder. Sorry about that, but I think I am done here. Hopefully we can go 2-1 to end week 2, win both our matches. I'll do the second team builder later. I'm still working on it. It's just hard. I got one Pokemon that I really know I want to bring, and another that I know I want to bring but don't have a set for yet. So I'll figure that out. But yeah, let's hit the battle and let's go 2-1.